Acceptance will increase inner power, my inner power and their inner power whom I am accepting. Acceptance can shift things completely. We had gone to somebody's place and the brother was doing meditation, and then he got very disturbed and he came out and he said, whenever I sit for meditation, my wife finds that time to talk to her sister on the phone. And I said, brother, you just finished meditation. No, but why does she have to talk at that time on the phone? And in India, like we have, bhaji wala, the vendor, they were going there on the road and shouting, selling whatever they have to sell. I said, what about this noise? He said, which noise? I said, this noise. He said, which noise? He couldn't hear that. I said, this person selling his product is shouting louder than your wife talking on the phone. He said, but he has to do that. That's his work. What's the difference between the two? I have accepted that noise. Here I'm expecting her to be silent. Where I expect, I get disturbed. Where I accept, it has no effect on me. It's not about the volume of the people talking. It's about what my mind talks when I'm listening to them talking. People will not be our way. So now look at everyone around you. Choose one person right now. Right now. One soul, close family, friends, whose one habit disturbs me. I'm making it easy for you. Only one person and one habit. Selected? 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 Look at them here, right now. Compassion for the soul. Compassion for that soul. We don't know when, where, and what had happened for them to create that sanskar. We don't know when it happened. But my compassion for them will radiate power to them. My power will empower them, and when they get empowered, they will change that sanskar. What Sister Moini shared with us, it was a very beautiful thing. I don't know whether you've got it. She said, if somebody is getting angry, create a thought, peaceful soul. Easy? Easy. Someone's shouting at you, create a thought, beautiful, peaceful soul. Easy? Very easy. Very easy. And what will happen if I create that thought at that time? Visualize. Here she is, family, shouting at me, and I create a thought, peaceful soul. What happens? First, just by creating this thought, peaceful soul, I've protected myself. I've protected myself, which means for a negative, I'm not creating a negative. So if for a negative, I'm creating a positive, I don't allow the negative to affect me. So I protect myself. Second, the thought that I'm sending to her, peaceful soul, what will it do to her? Increases her power and then allows her to heal her anger. But she's not a peaceful soul, she's an angry soul. How should I create a thought, peaceful soul? How do I do it? I will not create a thought of what I see in her today. I will create a thought of how I want her to be. And when I create that thought for her, it's a blessing that I am radiating to her. You are a peaceful soul, and that blessing will become a reality for her. But if I see her creating anger and I create a thought, so what do I do to her inner power? So she's already depleted, and I create 50 thoughts for her. She's always like this, always shouting at people. She will never change. Blessing, you will never change. We have the power to deplete others. We have the power to empower others. Make a choice. Make a choice. We have the power to increase the strength of our families emotionally and thereby increase our strength. We have the power to deplete our strength and deplete them. So the first step would be accepting her anger, understanding that sometimes, somewhere, something has happened because of which she's carrying this behavior. I don't get disturbed by it. Why? Because she's not shouting at me, she's only playing the song which is on her CD. Your neighbors don't play the songs for you. They play the songs for, and most important, they play the songs which they have on their CD. They're not doing it for us. People are not playing their sanskars, their behaviors for us. They are playing that because that is what they have on their CD. If somebody has a sanskar of anger, what should we expect from them? But why do we get hurt? We say, you shouted at me. You spoke this way to me. That's when I get hurt. It's not to me. It is because she has that song. She's playing that song. What's my role as family and friends? Help her to change the song. Help her to change that song. And thereby protect my song. Otherwise, very soon, I have started creating a song of anger. So acceptance is normal. This is awakening. When you go out of this hall, you are going to go into a vibration which says expectation is normal. And even people will say, obviously you should expect this much. And look back and say, no. Because we could not meet even a simple expectation of wearing a white dress. So, no for anything else after that. It's so simple. No, we have expectations. Other person does not even think of wearing a white dress. And then we get hurt and say, you did not even think of that much, which means you don't love me. People who don't meet my expectations, I say you don't love me, because if you all loved me, you would have definitely worn a white dress and come. This is how we talk to each other. And the one who's worn a white dress is the one who loves me. And she's a nicer person than all of you. This is how we believe. Don't we do this? Don't we do this? She loves me because she's done what I expected. She's a better person because she meets up to my expectations, and everybody else receives energy of rejection from me. So next time somebody doesn't meet up to your expectations, remind yourself, I did not wear the white dress. And your way of looking at the other person will change. Yes, it will change. And then you will radiate that respect and that support. This is unconditional acceptance. Unconditional love. And when we radiate this to people around us, we are increasing inner power for us and for them. Not just for us, but also for them. Ready to shift? Ready to shift?